Okay, so Brooklyn, I'm so happy to have you on the Conspire podcast. Before we get started, I have a quick follow-up question from your interview with Mike Bloom on Friday. You
Okay.
said that Quinn was the best Big Brother player in history. I need you to elaborate on that some more.
Maybe not in history yet. The season is still early, Kat. I can't believe I'm talking to you after being in the house for only 5 weeks, but I stand behind that he's the best player in this house so far. And I'm still not caught up on everything. I watched last night's episode. That was really weird to watch it from home, but he is playing an incredible game. And yes, he is the reason why I am talking to you today, but he is playing old school Big Brother. He is being manipulative, sneaky, conspiring behind the scenes, and a little messy. And I like it. I like it. And he's a super fan. And I want someone to win the game that deserves to win and that is going to mean a lot too. And that's Quinn.
So now that you're back in the real world, is there anything that you were surprised to learn about your fellow house guests in the house?
Oh my God, that Cedric is 21. We swore up and down that boy was 17. And that he was in the
15 year
military.
old in the Big Brother house.
I know. We thought like plot twist, 17 turning 18. Ain't no way. He is 21 because he was playing up so much how dumb we all thought he was. Now, he is also one of my favorites, and I can't wait to connect with him after. But what he does for a living and being in the military is wild. Um, Everyone else, I knew Kenny was a cop like day two.
He
And
gave
so
off like the biggest cop vibes ever. He was
I
not
was like,
he was not an
sir.
entertaining cop.
No, I would run in the backyard and all he would do is sit there and stare at me with glasses on. I'm like, okay, cop, stop staring at me all the time, weirdo. Like it was either staring at people or crying. And that was his two things.
So, Brooklyn, you were sitting pretty in the Big Brother house. You really were. There was like a week or two, really a long time that I was like, she could win this thing. You were sitting very pretty. What I personally thought was your villain origin story was when you and Angela went head to head in the bad HOH comp, where
Mhm.
she picked you, you picked her, then she picked you again, then you picked her again, or whatever it was,
Then she put me again and then I got out. Yeah.
why did you pick that hill to die on?
That was week 4 and she had just said, I really want you to win so that you can see pictures of your family. I know how much that meant to me. I really want this for you. And that was right before going out into the yard. And then when she immediately called me first, I was like, okay, no big deal. I win that round. I call her because why not? I was gonna do the same thing to her. Let's get that straight. But then when she called me again, I was like, oh hell no. Like you're calling me out in front of the house. There's 7 other people that haven't played yet. And I know that's Big Brother, but everyone gives her such a pass in the house, and was nasty. Y'all have seen a little bit of it, but there's a lot, and the name calling and the crying fakely, and it's just a lot. It's a lot.
So, as a married mother, do you still want your fellow married mother Angela to win the game? Are you
Um, I would rather her not. I didn't know too that that was my entire storyline. Was married mother, but if I am known as anything, that's a pretty good thing to be known as. And I do love my kids and I love my husband and I'm proud of them. I think I'm as proud of them as Tucker is of Ziggy. I mean, he talks about Mr. Very Handsome Boy every chance he gets. So people are just occupied with other things he's doing, him and Rubina. So than talking about his dog. But I'm a proud Texan and married mother, so sue me.
Well, you made Texas and Dallas very proud. It was really great to watch you on the show. And also, you brought up some conspiracies on the feeds. So there was one that I actually got to the bottom of because our favorite thing to do on the Conspire podcast is solving conspiracies. So I did some research and I found out where hamsters come from.
Tell me.
They can be traced back to countries such as Syria, Belgium, and portions of northern China, Greece, and Romania. So it's actually not a conspiracy. They do exist in the wild.
Well, I'm sure Tucker can be traced back somewhere too, but you can't convince me he's not an AI generated robot either. So we'll keep conspiring, Kat.
Well, really quick though. Okay, so before you leave, so you're saying that you're saying that Quinn is the best player in the Big Brother house. I think the general consensus is that Tucker is the best player. Not saying that I agree with that or not, but
Yeah.
from your point
I
of view,
think
do you think
the
that
most
Tucker's playing a good game?
entertaining. I think he's the most entertaining player. Do I think he's the best? No, because he's sloppy. Um, and it's going to bite him in the butt. Like he can only win so much. And the weeks that he can't, if that back door gets open, or even this week, if they're smart, if he doesn't win the AI, it should hit him as hard as they can.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure. And again, you did Dallas so proud. So not
Thanks.
glad to have you back, but glad to talk to you.
Well, I appreciate you. We'll talk soon.